everyone, my name is Ashwini and I'm a senior.
Hi Shrini, so what college have you committed to?
So I actually committed to UC Berkeley.
Cool. So what will you be majoring in, and it's okay if it's undeclared?
Right now I'm kind of like indecisive, but I'm hopefully like a double major in interdisciplinary studies and cognitive science.
Cool. So what qualities attracted you to that college, and like how did you pick between the other UCs and like choose to go to UC Berkeley?
So, well, it was one of my dream schools, and I didn't really think that I would get in. So I was really excited. Out of all of the colleges I got in, when I got this acceptance letter in particular, I was like super excited. And I kind of knew like that was the school, and I didn't really have to make a choice. Like I just knew it would be the school.
And what qualities attracted you to Berkeley in specific?
So one, it's like super close to home. It's less than an hour away, so I can come home whenever. Two, it's like one of the best universities in the entire world. It's the #1 public university in the entire world, and they have a lot of resources, and they're strong in all departments. So whether or not I do pre-med or some other track, they're all world renowned.
And so what courses did you take in high school? Like science courses? And math, yeah.
So I took, I'm currently taking AP Bio. Last year I took Honors Anatomy. The year before that I took Honors Chem. And then in terms of math, I took Geometry in 9th grade, then I skipped Algebra 2, and then I was in Pre-Calc, Calc, and then this year I'm in AP Stats.
And so what course did you enjoy the most out of all your science and math courses?
I actually really like AP Bio. Even though it's a struggle every day, it's the most interesting to me in terms of the content that we're learning, and I just really love coming to class, and Miss Basu is a great teacher.
Yeah. So what extracurriculars did you do in high school?
So actually most of my extracurriculars, when I was listing them, 6 out of 10 of my extracurriculars are all Red Cross related. So I served on 4 different committees in the East Bay region. This year I'm the health and safety coordinator on the youth executive board in the East Bay. So I'm actually in charge of more than 3,000 people along with the rest of the board. And also I do a camp every summer for Red Cross, and I'm a youth staff leader there as well. And some other things I do is TEDx. So I'm currently an officer for TEDx, and last year I gave a TED talk. And yeah, that's about it.
That's cool. What was your TED Talk on?
It was actually about writing. It's not related to pre-med or anything, but it's just one of my hobbies.
That's cool. So a lot of freshmen and sophomores have questions about extracurriculars. They want to know whether it's good to just try out everything or try to delve deep into one. What would your advice be?
Okay, so I actually have a lot of good advice about this, because my freshman year I actually did 0 extracurriculars. I didn't really didn't really know much about the college process. So freshman year I did nothing, and then sophomore year I kind of realized I was behind, and so I did everything. I was doing MUN, I was doing speech and debate, I was doing Red Cross, and then I kind of realized I had to cut back. Junior year I found Red Cross was something I was really passionate about, and I decided to stick with it. And because I think I went really in depth with it too, I think colleges really like to see that, and so because I stuck with it, I think that was something that really helped me.
If you were to redo high school, in retrospect, from what position you are in now, is there anything you would change academically, your approach to academics, extracurriculars, maybe it's outside of school, maybe something that you would have changed?
I think the main thing I would change is in terms of extracurriculars, because I just talked about how my freshman year I didn't really try anything, and I kind of wish that I'd started earlier. And if you're a freshman or if you're a sophomore, just try as much as you can, because you never really know what's gonna attract you. For me, even I didn't know that Red Cross would become such a huge part of my life when I first started. So just trying everything, and even things that are outside of your comfort zone especially is really, really good.
Do you have any advice for underclassmen?
Just find what you're passionate about, and I know that it can be hard, especially because a lot of people don't know what they want to do. But if you're going to do pre-med especially, I think something important is obviously take a lot of science classes, but I think also doing your own, finding your own hobbies and passions outside of that is also helpful, because you want to make sure you're a developed person beyond just science and math.
And so what are you most looking forward to college?
Mostly the freedom, and just the food as well, because Berkeley has great food. And I'm also looking forward though to the classes, because the professors are so smart there.
So right now, are you considering any job options? Are you looking forward to becoming something, or are you just open to exploring?
Right now I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on a pre-med track. I'm considering it, but maybe if I am, I'll want to be a research assistant at some point, or volunteer at a hospital.
Okay, Cool, thank you.
I'm Snigdha.
Hi, so which college have you committed to?
I committed to UCLA.
Cool. And so what will you be majoring in? It's okay if it's undeclared.
Okay, so I got in for neuroscience, but I'm probably going to be switching to psychobiology.
Cool. And so what qualities attracted you to that college?
The location, it's in LA, and it can't get better than that. Like, the weather's really nice, it's not gloomy, depressing, and the food is great around there too. And also, the academics are really good too, especially for my major.
Right. Is there like a specific class or professor you're looking forward to meeting?
Not necessarily, because I really don't know anything about that, but we'll figure that out when I get there.
What do you think you remember the most about high school?
I'm going to remember my super supportive friends who sort of like believed in me when I didn't believe in myself and got me through these 4 years, and also the teachers that impacted my like work ethic and behavior. So like Madame Moria really made me see school as something more fun, just to like relax. And Miss Chappelle taught me to like study myself, because AP Bio was a lot of self-studying.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what extracurriculars did you do in high school?
So I don't think my extracurriculars were that amazing or anything. I did Indian classical dance. That was like my main thing. I did a lot of like service clubs like CSF and NHS that everyone else does. And I also played badminton for a year, freshman year on varsity, and I did hospital volunteering at Kaiser.
So just for like our underclassmen, what do you think the approach to extracurriculars would be? Would it be like to dive into like one or two, or just explore like a variety? Because I know there's a lot of confusion about that.
So freshman year, I would definitely recommend trying everything out and trying like a good variety, like service, sports, and more like career-oriented things. And then in each one of those kind of categories, dive in deep to like one specific club or organization and try to get like leadership positions in that organization if you can.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you were to redo high school completely in terms of academics, maybe like even like stuff outside of academics, what would you do differently?
So one thing that I really regret was not getting as involved as I should have freshman year. And after you miss your chance like freshman, sophomore year, it really doesn't make sense to like join more clubs junior and senior year, because you're not gonna have that like show that level of commitment on your application unless you're just really interested in the topic itself. And also another thing that I would change, I wouldn't change any of the classes that I took. I really loved taking AP Euro sophomore year. Totally recommend it over AP World. And I think I balanced out my APs really well junior year because I didn't have a problem. But senior year, do not bulk up on APs. You will regret it. It's really bad. Yeah.
And speaking of AP senior year, like, do you think like it helps like in like colleges, like your weighted GPA, or like if you were to weigh it, do it again, do you think that you would have done the same thing for that GPA, or do you think that you obviously would change it?
So freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I don't think I would have changed anything because I wasn't really thinking about taking AP classes for my GPA or anything. I took the AP classes that I took, like AP Bio, AP Calc AB, and like AP Euro and stuff, because I had a genuine interest in them. And senior year, I kind of had to take AP classes because after you get straight A's, you want to maintain the same like academic rigor or increase it. So if you want to get into a good college, you need to show them that you keep challenging yourself.
So this next question you kind of answered a little bit before. Do you have any advice for underclassmen, like in general, maybe in terms of like social things, or like I know we just covered academics and extracurriculars, but yeah.
Okay, so definitely freshman year, talk to a lot of people, make a lot of friends, because I feel like especially at DB, after freshman year, people get like into their groups and closed off. So talk to a lot of people, join a lot of clubs, because you can meet a lot of people that way. And of course, in terms of academics, take classes that you want to take. Do not take classes because other people are taking it, and I know that is super hard here, but you will regret it if you don't, because you're the one that's going to be in those classes doing the work. So
Is there like one of the like your favorite class that you've taken at Doherty so far?
My favorite, I have a few favorite classes. It's mostly the AP classes because I feel like I can relate to the people more. So sophomore year, I really, really loved my AP Euro class, and after I got a hang of like how to study for it, it was like easier for me. And junior year, I loved all of my AP classes because the people were so nice and fun, and I found AP Psych, the curriculum was really interesting, and that's what I want to do in the future. AP Bio was a lot of work, but I feel like it taught me how to work hard and then have that like payoff equivalent to like how much effort I put in. Then AP Calc AB with Solomon was just fun.
Yeah. All right. So what are you most excited for college?
I'm most excited for the food. I'm not gonna lie. UCLA has like the #1 dining hall in the
Also,
nation.
just a side note, she's a
Yeah.
huge like foodie. Check
Yeah.
out her Instagram. It's so good. Like I stalk it all the time. Okay, continue.
Yeah, excited for the food, and also the people that are going seem really, really nice. I've talked to a few of them, and I'm really excited to meet them. And also just like living on my own, not having like the structure of high school, because you have a lot more free time in college, and I can do more things that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.